Hey everyone, so in today's video, I am very excited to share with you all a bunch of the products that I have picked up over the past couple of months. Between the Ulta Spring Haul event, which is still going on, the Sephora Savings event, and all of the upcoming videos that I'm preparing for, there is really a lot here and a ton of new launches. I'm going to be sharing with you all everything I have. I'm going to be putting a bunch of this makeup on my face today. And then as we go through, I'm gonna give you guys like a sneak peek into all of the videos that I'm working on. Like we have a full-on bronzing serum video coming up, an affordable makeup starter kit, the red blush video that I've been working on. I have just a lot to share with you guys today. I am so excited. So if you guys are too, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And hi, my name's Amanda if you're new here. You're about to get a lot of spoilers. So if you don't like spoilers, might not be the video for you. But if you like spoilers, then keep watching. I don't know what it is about these clips that is making me feel like Eeyore. The last video that should have already gone up was a K-Beauty haul, and I do have this Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion foundation that has gone viral, I think, over on TikTok. We are going to try it. It's so annoying to get open. While I apply this for the very first time, I'm also going to share with you guys some of the items that I picked up. So I'm going to use a sponge and not the sponge that they give me. I can already hear the comments saying use the sponge that they give you. So I'll try both. I will say I did, whoa, that is a lot of coverage. That is way more coverage than I was expecting. I will say I did already prep my skin with the Ilia, the base face milk, which you guys know I have been absolutely adoring. So that has imparted a little bit of a glow to my skin already. I have heard that this is a little bit matte, so we'll keep that in mind. So here's what it looks like before. Can you imagine if my skin looks like this before? So this is before and this is after. I've had a couple of people have asked me about oxidation, so I will be on the lookout for that. This is already a smidge too dark for me, but quite honestly, I don't mind that. And I do think there's an opportunity for this to be my self-tanning shade. As you will see, getting into a lot of the products that I picked up, I am planning on doing some self-tanning this summer. So yeah, here we go. It looks really, really nice. The day before yesterday, I actually tried out the Espoir Pro Tailor B Glow Cushion. That foundation did me dirty, and I'm willing to try it one more time, but it broke up so oddly on my skin, which is a bummer. Right now I'm using just a sponge to apply. I mean, this is so much faster, but I understand for on the go, it's nice to have those little sponges. Not like a really intense smell whatsoever. It's really smoothing is something that I'm noticing. I have a little bit of some breakouts, and I will kind of talk about those breakouts in a second because I kind of want your guys' help on something, but it's smoothing over these areas pretty masterfully. I am always someone that is skeptical of items that go viral. I mean, I feel like someone's got to be skeptical, you know what I mean? And it is just doing such a good job on these breakouts. Like, it doesn't look dry, but it looks covered. Definitely, for me, it feels like a natural finish. And I'm not really noticing too much oxidation. I can see there being like a dry down, but I'll keep you guys posted, you know, as I keep wearing and putting on makeup. But speaking of like self-tanning and going a bit darker this summer, I did pick up some self-tanning items during the Ulta, I think it's like their spring haul. So one, I got the orange jelly from Vacation. So please let me know if you guys remember these items. Like these orange like gel textured products that were like really popular in like the 80s and the 90s. I love Vacation because they take these really nostalgic products that I remember from growing up and like my parents using, and then they add sunscreen to it, which is amazing. I love that this is going to give me a little bit of a glow. You're not going to look orange. I'll give you guys a swatch just in case you guys have never seen these products before. They also have a bronzing cream with SPF that I'm excited about. I'm trying to get this open right now. There you go. You see how it has that kind of orange gelée texture? They call it a sunscreen gel, and oh my gosh, it even smells like that very nostalgic gel that my parents used to use. This is, however, it's definitely more gel-like rather than like Vaseline-y, which is definitely a good thing. A really great glow. I'm so excited to use this. I'm so excited to use this. This looks beautiful on, or like products like this look really beautiful on the legs. And also I think like a product like this in general for the summer kind of functions as both a make your body look really glowy and pretty and also be protected. So anywho, sidebar, that is one of the products that I picked up from Ulta. I think like everything from the Vacation is either 20 or 30% off. So I wanted to pick up a couple of things. I'll also tell you guys about the Tanologist self-tanners that I picked up, but before we do that, and by the way, I am zoomed in close just because I want you guys to like really see how the makeup is going on. But I apologize if like the framing isn't great when I'm like showing a product. This has to be the product that I am the most scared about trying in this entire video. So it's the new Saie Slip Tint Concealer. The reason I'm so scared to try it is I'm afraid of being very disappointed because people have just been saying it is incredible. I'm such a fan of the Hydra Beam from Saie, and I know that this is a different formula. It has more coverage, and I believe it's not as glowy. I'm also such a huge fan of the Tower 28 and the Kosas concealers. And yeah, you guys know how picky I am with concealers, so I'm always a little bit nervous to try a new concealer. But they sent me 2 different shades. I think I'm probably the shade 2. They also sent me the shade 3. This is the shade 3. That's actually not a bad shade for like my actual match, but let's see if this is better under the eyes. This is the shade number 2. Oh, very interesting texture. Yeah, that's gonna probably be better for under my eyes. I was expecting this to be way thicker than it is. So that is interesting. I'm gonna use just like a little bit because everyone is saying that there's a lot of coverage. So I'm just gonna use that much and see what happens here. I wanna let this sit for at least a minute. While we're doing that, I also wanna put on the Duck Plump from NYX. This is such a good lip plumper. It's like crazy. Gorgeous gel texture, which is so different. One of the most unique lip textures I have ever used. It's like a gel serum, and it adds beautiful, beautiful glossiness. Speaking of my breakouts, I think I've noticed within the past like 3 years, whenever I shave my mustache, because guess what? Everyone has a mustache in some form or fashion. Whenever I shave, I break out. Electronic razors consistently break me out, and all of these breakouts that I've had on my upper lip are because of that, and it is incredibly frustrating because I feel like I'm choosing between having a mustache or having breakouts, and it really is so frustrating. I did pick up the Flawless Finishing Tool, and maybe this is a better option, but if you have a similar thing to me, please let me know your solutions, because if I don't find a solution soon, I might literally just invest in like laser hair removal at this point. And even I'm afraid to go that route. My skin is just very sensitive when it comes to these things. But on all of that, let's go ahead and blend this out. Yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' like thoughts and opinions on that. I don't think the coverage is as like wacky, crazy high coverage as people have been saying. Looks nice though. I don't know. Maybe I'll add a little bit more. This is the shade 2 again. But I think maybe the shade 3 might give me a little like color correction. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of that in there. You see, like, in real time what that Plump does, the Duck Plump. It's interesting. It reminds me of a dewier version of like the Tower 28 concealer. I mean, I don't think it does as good of a job at concealing hollows under my eyes as like the Tower 28, but it looks pretty. It looks dewy and fresh. And honestly, I was so afraid of this being like really drying. So before we jump into the face, I'm gonna do the brows a little bit. And I picked up recently a couple of products from Tanologist. So I have their self-tan facial mist, which I am very, very excited about. I never self-tan my face because it has also so consistently broken me out. And I've just been wondering what it might be like if I found a self-tanner that doesn't break me out. And my friend recently, I hung out with her and she had told me that she picked up both the Express Tan. She got like, I think the light or the medium because she is pretty light. So I said, I'm gonna get the Express as well, but get it in dark because I just prefer using a dark tanner and then leaving it on not as long. So I might try this today. This might take a little bit more courage for me to use just because I have broken out from self-tanning mists before for the face. But let me know if you tried this one. It has gotten really, really good reviews. And like I mentioned before, Tanologist during the Ulta haul event, the spring haul event, I believe these were at least 20% off. A lot of the products that I picked up were like 30 to 40% off though. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about like everything going on at Ulta right now. Like I even walked in to get like my pickup order. Like usually I place an order online. And when I went in, I was like just browsing the aisles and I was like, everything is on sale right now. And I think that they even have like a $10 off 50 coupon code too, which is like stackable. So honestly, I'll leave like more details down below for you guys. But yeah, so I picked up those two items and the Vacation Jelly, the SPF. But as far as bronzer goes, I have a lot of bronzer options and the amount of blush options, you guys. I'm getting ready for my red blush overview video. I hope you guys are so excited about that video. Like fingers crossed, because I'll just be real with you guys. I have spent a lot of money for that video and I'm honestly kind of nervous that it's gonna flop. As far as bronzers go, I have the new RMS Redimension Hydrabronzer that I did pick up recently. Actually, like I picked it up weeks ago, but I just have not put it on my face yet. I also picked up the On The Glow Bronze by Pixi, and you might be noticing, or eventually will notice, I've been trying out a lot of affordable makeup because I also have an updated big affordable makeup starter kit coming soon. So I really want to try out some new affordable makeup so that I have like a lot of updated affordable picks for you guys, because I have like the affordable makeup I've loved for years and years and years, but I'd like to be able to freshen it up for you guys and find some new items as well. So this is one of the ones that I'm going to be testing out. I also have this Essence Lash Without Limits brown mascara that I'm testing for that video. Maybe I'll use this today. Still on bronzers here, guys. I have the Liss Beauty No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick, which actually could probably be in that affordable video if I wanted it to, because it is so affordable. I have this to test out, and I have the new NYX Butter Bronzers. I just have this one shade in front of me, but I'm pretty sure the other one is upstairs because I tried it out yesterday. And I did actually try this out for the first time a while ago when I saw Kelly Gooch in person at the Creators and Friends trip, and she had not this shade, the lighter shade. This is All Butted Up, and I believe she had Buttercup. I tried it out and it was beautiful. I wore it last night and it was beautiful. And NYX is on sale right now at Ulta, so in preparation for definitely recommending this in the upcoming affordable makeup starter kit, I picked up a couple of shades to be able to swatch for you guys. So I have this, and then in the bronze realm, again, I have the Isle of Paradise Sunny Serum that I picked up during the Sephora Savings event, as well as the Physicians Formula Butter Glow, because I'm also planning, I feel like so weird giving you guys like all of the spoilers of what's happening on my channel. I am doing a huge guide to bronzing drops on my channel. I'm trying out like 8 or 9 different bronzing drops so that you guys can really find the perfect one for you this summer if you'd like to, you know, match your face to your tan or just get like a bronzy look. I'm gonna let you guys know all of the goodies on that, but these are just 2 of them. I picked up like the one from Glow Recipe. I've picked up the new one from e.l.f. I've tried for a long time and will be giving demos of like the D-Bronzy, the Saie, and there's some other like hidden gem products that no one is talking about that I'm like, why? Like these are so freaking good. So anyway, but for today's video, I really have no, this would be beautiful if I was able to like live poll you guys on what products you wanted to see me test out. Maybe had I done that before, like on Instagram, maybe I'll do that in my next try on haul. So make sure to follow me over there. But I think for today's video, I want to try, Pixie RMS. I think I'm going to go with the RMS. By the way, I'm still not really seeing any like oxidation or anything, so that's good. But I just love this formula from RMS. I really like their blushes in this formula, the Hydra blushes. So I bought the shade Beach Walk Betty. So let's see how this applies. It is very buildable, I'm noticing immediately. Like, I'm not getting like intense stamp on pigment, which is good. I mean, it depends. Like, I could go either way, but that looks really pretty. And here's just like a swatch for you guys of that shade. It is a nice shade. It has a little bit more red to it, which for more like light skin can be really nice. Since like a lot of light skin, when it tans, it gets red. By the way, this brush from BK, the 101, it's like their mini version. It is just like so nice for getting bronzer on the face very quickly and evenly. It's not like the Hydra blushes, I think, have a little bit more glow to them and luminosity. This is way more natural. It's like, you can see it has a little bit of something going on with it, but oh God, this is one of those bronzers where I feel like I can take a fat brush, put it into the product, and put it all over my face and it looks really good. And those easy products are always the ones that I end up recommending and really loving. So, I mean, look at that. So even and pretty. I'm very excited about this. By the way, my lips are still tingling from that NYX Duck Plump. So if you like one that's strong, keep that in mind. It's still doing its thing. I don't even know where to start with blush, guys. I have this giant red blush video coming and I want to be able to have a bunch of different like undertones of reds as well as formulas so that you guys can find the right red blush to really give you that vibrance this summer. So let me walk you through some of the ones that I picked up. I did pick up this one from RMS, which is the shade Beloved. And this looks to be like a candy apple red that's maybe a little bit warmer, just a touch. But something that I've noticed like very notoriously is like something that might look one way in the pot and then different on the finger. That looks pretty damn red. That's candy apple red, in my opinion. There's pink to it, but it's not like leaning straight pink. So that's exciting. Honestly, that's kind of what I was hoping for with this one. I have the new reformulated talc-free NARS blush in Exhibit A, which is like the cult classic red blush. It has been used for a very long time. I used that for the first time yesterday. It's upstairs. I also picked up Cherry Red from Bosma. And this, I'll swatch this right above the RMS. That's Bosma, that's the RMS. The Bosma is just a little bit more cool toned. and there's just a smidge more pink to the RMS, but what you'll notice is that colors look so subjective, like depending on the other reds that you're comparing it to. So for example, I also have the shade Spark from Glossier, which is, again, more of a red blush, but what you'll see immediately is that this red is quite different than the ones that we just swatched. So that's Spark. Spark has a little bit of like orange to it. I have kind of been driving myself crazy looking at red blush for the past couple of weeks. I also picked up the Juvia's Place Blushed Liquid Blush. You can see how many products I picked up for this video. And this is like a completely different kind of red. You can see it is more of this like terracotta kind of shade. And this was a red that I was really, really excited to try out. So this has like, I'm adding like just the tiniest bit because I know how pigmented these are, but you can see there, we have such a variety of different reds that are really going to add a different appearance and look. And what you pick is really going to just depend on what you're going for. You want a little bit more of like a bronzed effect or more of like a coral pinky vibe. It's really going to like the red blush that you pick is going to be significantly different. But before I get this red blush all over my shirt, I also picked up the Givenchy Prism Libre blush in this beautiful red shade. You can see there's like a bunch of different like pink, coral, red tones in here, a little bit of a terracotta. I think I might do an Instagram reel with this, so make sure you're following me over there. But I also picked up a couple of blushes that aren't red, and I think that we should try out one of these that are not red. So I have the Liss Beauty Focused Cream Blush. It's in the shade Focused. So it's like a cinnamon shade. This formula I haven't put on my cheeks yet, but I have been playing around with it, and it looks like it wouldn't exaggerate a lot of texture when it's actually on the skin. And also during the Sephora Savings event, I picked up the Dewy Plump Collagen Cheek Tint. You can see that I got the shade Marigolds. I think I'm gonna go with this today, and we'll just do that. This just seems to be like a really pretty coral shade. And yeah, I mean, even some people could argue that this is a kind of red, but I think it leans a little bit more pink. But anywho, let's see how this applies. Very, very lightweight. Incredibly. And yes, I know I'm putting a liquid on top of a powder, but I think that people shouldn't be as afraid of that as they often are. Whoa. That is such a pretty look. The cheeks look beautiful. Honestly, the foundation looks really good too. And the bronzer with like that added such a pretty juiciness to the cheeks, but it's not like heavy. This is really not a heavy product. I was actually kind of surprised. I mean, they call it a gel. Maybe add a little bit more and take it onto the bridge of the nose. It's not as intense as I was expecting, but it is still really beautiful. Now for the eyes, I also have this new Persona eye paint. So I might see where we get with the Persona eye paint, and then if I want more, I'll go in with one of the Judydoll eyeshadows. And Judydoll is actually a Chinese brand, and I'm thinking about doing an all Chinese makeup video soon, because I also picked up some other items from Flower Nose, I believe they're called. And I'm excited to just in general try more Chinese makeup, since I'm more familiar with Korean and Japanese makeup. I had this idea that this was not gonna be, like it was gonna go a little bit flat on the eyes, and it's not. And I definitely am getting like a good amount of playtime with this, which is crucial. I think just for fun and like why not, I want to add a little bit of the Judydoll Soft Color Shine Shadow in G44. Do I want to do G44? I should have Fortnite with Taylor Swift and Post Malone stuck in my head right now. You know what? I think I actually am gonna go in with this shade, this deeper shade, and kind of go for like a smoky, grungy look. This is G09, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to like the outer corners. Circular freaking glitters from the Unleashia palette that I tried the other day are on everything, and it's driving me insane. And I did see a comment say, well, you know, a lot of people don't add those to the lids themselves. They use them as like the lower, for like the lower lash line or in the inner corners of the eyes. Believe me, I've seen a lot of looks where those are used and it looks really pretty, but at this point, they're getting so annoying that I don't even know if I can see myself using them in that way. They get on everything. Like, they are everywhere in my studio. I don't know how. But anyway, this Judydoll eyeshadow is so good. It's so pretty. Do you see how it added like just a soft bit of grunge to this? I've had incredible luck with these. I just started testing them since I've had them, but incredible luck with them. And I think for mascara, oh my god, I can't wait to show you guys the One Size Until Dawn setting spray. I might use it today just to like people have been hyping that setting spray up so much that I'm like, I got the mini and I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. But I think for mascara, I'm gonna go ahead with the Essence, the Lash Without Limits in brown, using my Shiseido eyelash curler. And while I'm here, I also think I'm going to take a little bit of the RMS bronzer on my brush and just put this into the crease a little bit, just to make everything look a little bit more seamless. Sometimes it's nice to do this with a liquid shadow. Yeah, I think that helped. I get so weirded out with mascaras, like I can't tell if this has been used. It doesn't look used, but like there's no safety seal on the mascara, which always like freaks me out. That's so pretty. It's very lengthening. The wand is like a very typical wand that you're gonna get with, in general, mascaras like this. They give a lot of length and they'll fan out the lashes a bit. Don't expect like a ton of volume though, but they are also really nice to control. Like, this wand is incredibly flexible. And I do have a feeling, because this brown does seem pretty soft, that you could wear this on like without a dramatic makeup look and it still look relatively natural. You guys, sometimes I'm like sitting in my studio and I realize like how normal it now is for me to like just be talking to the camera and like talking to no one. But what's bizarre about, like, especially as long as I've been doing YouTube, it truly now feels like I'm not alone in here talking to a camera. Like, I just had a moment where I was like, wait, Amanda, you're alone in your studio talking to a camera. That's a little bit odd. It doesn't even like register as that anymore. So interesting. Like, the human mind is crazy. But with that sidebar, here is how everything is looking. I'm gonna set my brows really fast with the Sigma Tint and Tame Brow Gel, but this one is not tinted. This is just the clear one. That is a really nice mascara. I'm interested in seeing how it wears, because I know some people don't like the way the Lash Princess from Essence wears, but this is a completely different product, so maybe this will last a little bit better. I'll have to see. And before we get into lips, I just want to give you guys a little side note. I picked up the Fur Ingrown deodorant, and I'm really, really excited to see how it is. It smells like very spa-like. I'm excited about this one because for me personally, I am prone to getting ingrown hairs on my armpits. So this seemed like kind of a no-brainer to try. And also, I tend to lean towards aluminum-free deodorants. And they also say that it's brightening, which is kind of interesting. I am just really excited to see how this one works. And again, during the spring haul event at Ulta, it was on sale. Since this launched, I wanted to try it. So I'm excited that I'm finally trying it now. Really nice packaging too. I am going to take off the excess of the Duck Plump. Oh, of course, I missed one of the blushes that I picked up. I also picked up the Undone Beauty Blush Emblazon for the Red Blush video. This is also on sale during the spring haul event. And this one, I wanted to also like include some more affordable blush options. So that's why I wanted to try out this one. And honestly, the Undone Beauty blushes are like some of my most favorite blushes that I've ever used. But for the lips, I have a couple of different options here. Also, I picked up the, like how late am I to the party? The Brazilian Crush 62, because like my friend was wearing it the other day and it smelled amazing. And then I was like, maybe I'll also get that. And the mini that I have is really affordable. Anyway, geez Louise, Amanda. I do have the e.l.f. Squeeze Lip Balm in Strawberry. Trying this for the upcoming affordable video. I have the Ulta Beauty Plumped Up Pout Lip Balm. I wanted to try this out also for that video, and potentially because I've been working on a lip plumper video for way too long and I need to just get on with it. I also have the Outrageous Lip Plump from Sephora in this red shade that finally came in. And I used this last night, the Sephora Sheer Shine Lipstick in Pink Mirage. And this was really pretty. A very light shine to this. Like, pretty. Very like throw it on the lips kind of product. Like, I don't know, it's a little floral, which is annoying to me, but it looks really lightweight and still feels good on the lips. But I love how like natural and everyday it is, you know, because sometimes I don't want an ultra glossy shiny lip product, and this one feels really lightweight and shiny but isn't slippy. So like this does feel like a really effortless everyday formula. But I feel like for this look, like I could go with something a little bit more. Lip that I recently picked up, and this is Jelly Apple Bite. Oh, so pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit. Just for a little bit more bright, like, vibrance. And lastly, we need to set the face. I have two different setting mists. The Power Grip Dewy Setting Mist from e.l.f., which I tried last night, seemed pretty good. But I think today I'm gonna go ahead and do the waterproof one size Until Dawn and give this a test. And we'll see how it holds up. And I think I'm just gonna apply it to one half of my face because I actually want to see like what it can do. That is literally putting putting alcohol straight on your face. All right, so we'll see if the right side of my face lasts longer than this side at the end of the day. I'll leave you guys a note at the top of the page if I noticed, or in the top of the comments if I noticed anything. Okay, everyone, and this is the completed look. I am so excited to keep trying out all of this makeup, all of these self-tanners, the deodorant, the fragrance. We are stocked on this channel now for the next couple of months for a lot of great reviews. So if you're not subscribed already, definitely make sure you're subscribed. I'll also leave links to all of the different products that I talked about in today's video. Obviously, the Sephora savings event is already over, but the Ulta haul is still going on. So I'll leave a link to that. As a whole, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one.